Hello, Super Sentai fans, and welcome back to Rangers of the Universe. I'm Chris, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Ohsama Sentai KingOhger trailer and press conference news that we had gotten a little over a week back. So, we got a big cast reveal. That was a great thing, and we learned a little news on the other members of the team. We knew that a Silver Ranger was coming from previous news, but that Silver Ranger is going to be an extra Ranger. So, there's a big question also on the Sixth Ranger, but we did get some news about that as well. So, let's go ahead though, and talk about the cast announcement that we had gotten. So, for the cast of Ohsama Sentai KingOhger for KingOhger, the Red Ranger, the Stag Beetle. The Ranger's name is Giro, played by Taisei Sakai. So he is the Red Ranger, and we also got a full look at their civilian king costume. So again, the Red Ranger, if you didn't check out my original KingOhger video where I talked about the new season, he's a self-proclaimed king. So he is the only one that is not the official ruler of their land. He's a former orphan who calls himself a king, a ruler, but he isn't actually one. So he's the only one that's not actually a ruler of it. Now, that's the Red Ranger, and love the look of it. His civilian clothes, all of their civilian clothes, I do really enjoy the look of it. It does have the nobility look of it, and even though he's not nobility, he also does have that Lord King look to him, where he is trying to play the role that he calls himself. And this isn't our first Sentai with the Red Ranger that calls themselves king but isn't, because we had from KingOhger 10th anniversary this year, Daigo, who literally named himself king and had everybody call himself king. So, that is the Red Ranger that we have. Now, the Blue Ranger, Tombo Ohger, is the Dragonfly. His name is Yanma Gust, which makes sense with Gust, Dragonfly. They have wings that cause gust. He's played by Aoto Watanabe. So he's the Blue Ranger that we're getting. For Yellow, we have Kamakiri Ohger, the Praying Mantis, the Mantis Sword. Himeno Ran is the character's name, the ranger's name, Himeno, and played by Erika Murakami. So that is our Yellow Ranger. She is apparently more of a self-absorbed, but she's from the medical land, where Blue is from the king of a land of technology. Yellow is from the queen of a land that's focused on health and medicine. So she's an expert doctor, and her description is she's more self-absorbed and cares about herself, but when it comes to helping people and using her medical expertise, she's extremely selfless with it. So she has both sides of it, but she is the queen of the land of health, medicine, arts. Now, the Purple Ranger, which was very much up in the air, from the suit that we got to look at, you couldn't really tell the gender of Papillon Ohger, the butterfly motif. Now, the Ranger's name is Rita Kanisuka, and she's played by Yuzuki Mirakawa. So, the Papillon Ohger is played by a female. However, from the info we received, the pronoun for Papillon Ohger is Ohsama, Your Majesty. So others have a hard time knowing what their gender is. So I'm going with this could maybe be our first, maybe considered non-binary, gender-neutral Ranger. So she doesn't Papillon Ohger doesn't specify as male or female and just more gender neutral, non-binary. But we have to wait and see. And I absolutely love her look. You know, there's definitely a very stealth look to it where she has the mask covering half of her face. So she definitely is trying to hide what her gender is, whether it's her or they or something like that. But absolutely looking forward to seeing that outcome in a couple weeks now, not too far away from finally getting our look at KingOhger. And last but not least, the next ranger, the Black Ranger, Hachiohger. He is a bumblebee motif. It's Kaguragi Dibosuke. That is the name of him. He's played by So Kaku. And he's known as Lord. That's his name from A Land of Agriculture. So, that is our main 5 Rangers. We had the cast reveal of it. They showed all of them, gave a little description of each one. You know, a little more, a description more on like who they are as a person and their personality types, other than just before the initial info we had gotten was about each of their different lands and their ranger insignia and color. We didn't get a name of each of them, where now we do. We have Gira, Yanma, Himeno, Rita, and Kaguragi. So that is our team of 5 Rangers. Now, as I said, after this, there were more toy leaks and toy news that got out there that were reported on. I saw it on Twitter from Ranger Board. That's the Twitter user who I saw it from. And we got a look at the silver Okuwagata Ranger through a plush leak of 6 plushes. Now, the leaked news from the conference and just all the toy leak news that had come from it, we learned the silver Okuwagata Ranger is an extra ranger, so he is not the 6th Ranger. So, the 6th Ranger for now is being called what Ranger Board's post showed of talking about the toy news, the Spider Ranger. So, with the KingOhger mecha that we saw and I talked about in the video and everything like that, there's a spider with it. That's part of the combination. So there is a spider already in this. However, this is one totally different. This is its own bigger one. That seems to be what this 6th Ranger is. So Spider Ranger is black and white lines with golden armor, but the main color is white. So he's going to be considered a white 6th Ranger. So our 6th Ranger is a white Ranger. That's what it looks to be. And he's going to have black lines on him with golden armor on. Now, we also got news of weapons and henshin device. So the weapons and henshin device is going to be a purple dagger with a spider on them. And he's going to have 2 keys to activate the henshin and finishing moves. And then he's going to have a purple gun with 1 key to summon his spider mecha and activate the attacks with it. So it kind of seems like he's coming with the gimmick where he's going to come with 3 keys. 2 are going to be used. One's going to be for the henshin with his henshin device, the purple daggers, and another for the finishing move for the daggers. And then he's going to have a purple blaster with 1 key to summon his spider mecha and activate the attacks with it. So that is the info we know for our 6th Ranger. No look at that yet. We don't have a picture of it, but we did see what is a plushie of the silver Okuwagata Ranger, who is going to be the extra Ranger now, where we first believed that was the 6th Ranger from the initial leaks that we had gotten. So, that wasn't all. We did get a look in the trailer. We got a couple extra looks at it. You know, we got better looks at the mecha, which did a show off in an episode of Don Brothers. I don't watch Don Brothers, but I had to check out that clip, which the mecha looks amazing. So we saw a little more of that. Obviously, we saw the look at the Rangers, unmorphed and morphed, and I absolutely love the KingOhger suits. I think they look absolutely fantastic. But we also got to look at the Zord cockpit, the mecha cockpit, which looks extremely cool. I really like the look of this one. I think it's got a cool, modernized look to it. Now, I also don't know what they looked like in Zenkaiger, I'm pretty sure they were the Zords because of the mecha of it. I haven't checked out Don Brothers, so I don't know what theirs look like. But I really do like the look of this cockpit. I think it looks absolutely amazing. I love the mecha. I love the suits. I absolutely cannot wait for this season. You know, the last couple seasons of Super Sentai didn't really grasp my attention, so I wasn't really into them all that much. But I do really love so far what we've gotten and seen of KingOhger. So I can't wait for it to premiere next month. But we also did get in the trailer and with the news conference, you know, we found out the names of. We already knew the villain. The villains of the show were going to be the Earth Empire. So it's Earth Empire, Bugnarak, and we got the name of the leader and a look at him and one of the generals because it sounds like there's going to be more. So the leader is Desnarak 8 and the general is Prime Minister Kamijim. So those are two of the villains we're getting with it. They have an absolutely cool look. I'm figuring Bugnarak, it definitely looks like it's kind of they're kind of bug themed too. That's what it's coming off as. But, I mean, I absolutely can't wait to see the new season. And not only that, also, Toe Collectibles, they got in their KingOhger mechas early. So, they did an unboxing video on each of their social media pages. I first saw it on Twitter, but they did it on Facebook as well. They did unboxing of the KingOhger mecha and showed like how you inform it, everything like that. And then they did show a size comparison because I know a lot of people I saw in the comments, they were wondering what the size of it was compared to, the Don Brothers mecha. I know that one was extremely huge. I've seen it in person. I've seen videos. I've seen like photos of it. And it definitely looks to be a huge mecha. It is a big one. And the KingOhger mecha is smaller than the Don Brothers mecha toy, but it's a little taller than the Zord Ascension Project Dino Megazord, which I believe the Dino Megazord's around like 11 inches, 11.5. I don't know. I didn't end up buying that because I have the Legacy version, but I think it's around like 1 foot, this one. So it is a good height. It's a little taller than that, so I think it's a good height for a mecha, and I definitely plan on picking up the KingOhger mecha. I really like it a lot. So I'll be doing a review video of that on the channel when I do get it. When it comes out next month, I'll pick it up at some point. So that will be coming to the channel. Now, I absolutely love this trailer. Can't wait for the season. And as of right now, that's all for this video. That's all we got with news, showing of it. Trailer definitely looks fantastic. I think this is shaping up to be an excellent season of Super Sentai that way again. In total, I think this is an absolute win for Tokusatsu. I've heard great things about Geats. I've been getting into Kamen Rider, so I'm probably going to catch up and check that out. Next, I finished X-Aid. That was my current season. Cosmic Fury, I just released a video out on that of the leaked 7th Ranger news we've got, so check out that video. That looks like it's going to be amazing. KingOhger's looking like it's going to be amazing. We got the Once and Always special for the reunion. So this is shaping up to be a really good Power Rangers and Super Sentai year. So next month, I'll be back talking about KingOhger, talking about the series, and definitely going to be picking up some of the toys. So in the comments below, let me know what you thought of that trailer, what you think of the suits, the mecha, the villains, everything you saw from it. And make sure, if you like this video, to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and also be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. The name of our pages are in the description below. It's just Rangers of the Universe. It's just changed a little bit for length restrictions with Twitter. And Instagram, it's Rangers_of_the_universe for Instagram. So be sure to follow us on each of those sites for all channel news and updates. And I'll be back with plenty more Power Rangers, Super Sentai, tokusatsu content. So be sure to tune in.